Hello everyone, this is Direwolf 20 and welcome to episode 45 of Direwolf 20 and Soren's Regrowth series. How's it going, buddy?
Good. I have a new toy.
Oh, goodness. I'm working on quests. What are you working on?
Building up the base so we have a ceiling.
Oh, I see how that's very important for our
It is.
future needs.
I'm tired of rain in our base.
Okay.
And we need lights anyway, so we got the Thaumcraft arcane lamps with me.
Okay. The ones that I made for you?
Yep.
Yay.
Catch!
Ow! Why are you doing whatever you're doing?
Look at it!
Is it a flamethrower?
It is.
How does that help us have a ceiling? Just like out of curiosity.
Gonna be made out of, our floor's made out of wood. The ceiling's gonna be made of stone.
But like, how does a flamethrower help us make a ceiling?
It passes the time while I wait for it to smelt.
Oh.
The components.
Well then. Now I'm
It's
glad
clear.
that I asked.
Right? There you go.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could help.
Hey, can you hand in quest rewards and get me the electric pumps and filter upgrades that we just got?
Sure.
So I need, according to the quest book here, last episode we made fission fuel part 1, now we just made fission fuel part 2. I need to get deuterium. So let's see, pump with a filter upgrade to get heavy water, which I assume is a liquid. So we're gonna want to store it in some kind of tank. So let's get some tanks. I don't know how many of these we're gonna need.
Where did you put the neutron activators?
Neutron activators, that's a word. Probably over by the
Actually, there's
lithium
two.
production.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, where I should have gone. Ah,
Were
those
they
things.
solar
Okay.
neutron activators?
They were.
Okay, then yes, you have your answer. Just because I'm going to do this. I was thinking oxygen, so that's why I came down here. We have a decent amount of oxygen, honestly. I wonder if I could just grab an oxygen tank. And we're going to see how much oxygen we use as a part of this process. But we're going to need the electrolytic separator, right? That's what the quest book said. By pumping water, use an electric pump with a filter upgrade applied. Then this needs to run through an electrolytic separator to produce deuterium with oxygen as a byproduct. Oh, okay, so I don't need oxygen. I get oxygen because reasons. That's cool. Right, because heavy water is H2O, but it's the heavy form, so it's the extra hydrogen, and then the oxygen is the byproduct in the deuterium. That makes sense. Electrolytic separator. Do we have one of those? No, but I can probably make one, which I'll do in a minute. First, let's get the pumps going. We're clearly going to need electric pumps here. Let's set these up. So since I don't need to be in the basement. So, Ron, do you have any plans for like this hallway over here right now?
Well, it was going to be our pyramid for the blood magic, but we're not moving that, are we? So, you do it.
Probably not. Okay, cool. You can make the floor fancier when you get over here, because you're going to yell at me and be all like, oh, the floor not fancy.
Okay.
That should be good for now. And then we want to put the filter upgrade in there. A filter that separates heavy water from regular water. So that's all we need is just the filter upgrade. That's it, right? So that looks cool. Elite universal cables. We'll probably run... Guess you won't let me do that? Oh, I see. There we go. So So we'll rotate these guys like so that we can run our Elite Universal Cable. That's the one thing about mechanism machines I've found, is they are very specific about which sides are allowed to do what. Not terrible, right, Soren?
No, I was actually going to match the other side, so I placed down the ones I got.
Yeah, if you want to mirror it on the other side. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You got it. Did you put the upgrades in?
Not yet, no.
Put the heavy water upgrades in, and then we're going to want mechanical pipes going into a tank. Cool. And for now, we'll just do this. And once I have a better wrap around what we need to do, I'll figure it out. So we'll put the tank there. Let me just go hook up the power in the basement there. Good. Good, good. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. I ran into a problem. You know when I set up this recipe here? This doesn't really work because you can't pump each item into the same side.
Right.
So that's a problem.
Only slightly, yes.
Right? Yes. Good, it is 8 out of 8. Cool. Back in a second. All right, let's see if I have enough cable here. I can probably craft a little bit more by now. Perfect. All right, the pumps should be running now, Soren. And they definitely appear to be. Nice, we've got heavy water income. Perfect. Now we need that electrolytic separator.
Yeah, H3O.
Yay. Not really.
Yes, really. Heavy water?
Yeah, I don't think heavy water is H3O. Hydrogen peroxide is H3O. Heavy water is a hydrogen ion. It's like it's got a neutron in it. Deuterium is hydrogen with a neutron in it. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Back in a minute, crafting this thing. All right, electrolytic separator is ready. Might as well grab a couple more elite cables for power. So we're basically gonna want, I don't think this thing can automatically pull. Oh, it can. Sweet. That's cool. Okay. So if that is the case, wow, that is awesome. We're gonna want what? Hey, where'd my fluid tank go? There it is. So I'm thinking we might want power cable here with the electrolytic separator Cool, he's still got his heavy water. That'll pump into the back, so that's actually probably pretty good plan. And he's already making deuterium and oxygen. Nice. And then we're going to want tanks for that stuff. Craft a few more of these dudes. So at least one. I don't have to worry about the oxygen, so that's what I'm going to do, is not worry about the oxygen. So I'm thinking if I put this here, this is deuterium, nice, and you will be set to dumping excess. Cool. So deuterium goes into there, this guy's running. We could probably put some speed upgrades in here if we wanted to. And I'm not worried about power, so I'm going to. Well, let's actually think about how much water is in here. So we've got heavy water. This thing's actually doing all right. Are we getting more heavy water than we're using at this point? Probably. So let's throw a speed upgrade in one at a time. We'll put 2 in for now. 4x should be good. $3x maybe? 8x in total? Not bad. All right, let me keep an eye on this thing. Oh yeah, we're definitely draining now. So let's just pull one of these out. That's pretty darn close. I think we're getting a little bit more. No, we're probably losing overall. All right, so that's pretty darn close to keeping up with the amount of pumps that we've got. So deuterium is a thing. Nice. Now, what are we going to want next? Fusion ignition 1 and 2. All right, guys, we're making some lasers. And the crafting recipe goes a little something like this. Cool. So that's one thing down. The next thing we need is a laser amplifier. And I haven't looked at the recipe yet, but I wanted to do that on camera. Hey, Soren.
Yes.
One of these days, let's move our crafting terminals to a point that's not in the middle of the air.
That'd be too easy.
I know. Soren, you just love saddening
Making it
me.
difficult, I know.
I know, you really do.
I will move it.
Will any one of these work? Advanced, elite. Let's try a basic one. If it works, it works. Sweet. Okay. So I made a laser amplifier. Cool, I got more lasers for that. And now we need a whole ROM. So, and we have to fill that with deuterium, I believe. So let's do whole ROM. I don't have any idea how to pronounce that. That's a metallurgic infuser with coal and gold dust. Okay. Let's get our enrichment chamber enrichmenting. Metallurgic infuser. I'm going to put 1 in there for now because I don't know how much I need. Get out my gold dust. So it's apparently 1 coal to 4 gold dust get you a whole ROM. I don't know how much I need, but we'll find out. And that gets me... Uh-oh, I may have found a bug.
Interesting. What's wrong?
Well, I had to make a whole ROM, which is not a crafting thing. It's a like machine thing. And I have one in my inventory, but it's not detecting as a quest complete. Be right back. All right, I had to mark the quest complete, but I want to finish the other 2 steps because obviously we need to do them anyway. So we need a chemical infuser and use it to combine some deuterium and tritium into a small amount of DT fuel. All right, chemical infuser. Do we have an extra one of those laying around? We have a metallurgic infuser, but probably not a chemical one. So let's make one of those real quick. All right, Soren, I've got a chemical infuser. Now I have a question for you. Where do you want to set up this fusion system?
That is a very good question. I'm not. How big is the fusion system?
According to the book, the actual fusion reactor is a 5x5x5 cube. But we have to point lasers at it, so it might need to be larger than that. So we've got some tritium, we've got some deuterium here. I'll make more tanks for this stuff in a bit. Or maybe now. Good, I got my deuterium. Let me make tanks real quick just so I can keep collecting this stuff while I'm waiting. All right, let's see how this chemical infuser thing works. So I think first we're going to want some of our elite cable here. This is probably dark for you guys. My apologies. I'm going to make it a point to like flood the basement every time I have to do any small amount of work, and Soren's going to be like, oh.
Like if you just did vanilla mechanics, look at this. The base is not flooded. It's only 2x2 blocks.
That's extra work I don't feel like doing.
That's extra. Oh my gosh.
I'm making it worse on purpose.
I just had.
All right, so chemical infuser. Hey, I saw that. So apparently, let's see, recipes. Hydrogen, hydrogen chloride, chlorine. So we're looking for deuterium and tritium make DT fuel. Okay. So I wonder, deuterium, tritium, right? Well, if I rotate this way, nice. Tritium. Hey, now we're cruising. Look at that. DT fuel production.
Nice.
And according to the book, I should just have to place my holo-ROM thingy in there, and it's full. Nice, ready for reaction. Cool. All right, so I've got DT fuel ready to go. So that actually, that's what would have completed the quest. So we've got atomic alloys. I don't know what to do with them, but we've got them. So I'm putting them in the A system, which is where I put everything I don't know what to do with. Now we need fusion reactor hype. All right, guys, we're back. We're putting a basic autarkic gate on an emerald pipe with a bottle of molten titanium in it. Hopefully this will do what we want it to do, right, Soren? In which it'll pump out molten titanium only and ignore impure titanium. So we've kind of gotten to the point where we need more titanium than we have. What I wouldn't mind doing as well is maybe getting a few more casts to speed this up a little bit.
You could probably just go ahead and do the block for a moment.
I don't like doing the block because you always wind up with like a partial block.
This is true, but currently this is all we're using it for, so.
Right, currently, but we'll probably use it for more things in the future.
No.
No, why would we ever do that?
We could also wind up with a partial ingot this way too. Like right
You
now,
shouldn't.
No, we can't.
Well, you're right. If we're doing it, yeah, I know what you're saying. But I'm more comfortable having a partial ingot than a partial block.
That's true. So we just need a gold pipe on this, yeah.
There we go. Sweet. So that doubles that. Let's see. We don't really have many more seared blocks, so that's all right. We'll be okay. I'm comfortable doing manual molten titanium blocks, though.
Right, yeah.
Nope, not. Nope. That'll do.
We'll need a lot of these, won't we? It's not hollow, or is it hollow inside?
I don't know. All I know is that we're like low on titanium, and it's needed for like all the base mechanism machine blocks, right? So.
Right.
So let's at least get these guys in. You know what, let's get a full stack and get them into the rolling machine.
It is hollow inside.
Is it? Okay, cool.
Thanks.
There we go. All right, back to making what we need to make for our fusion reactor. So for the quest, and I'm assuming the quest is pretty close to what we'll need, is we need 61 reactor frames. Oh heavens. Do you know what a reactor frame recipe is?
I'm gonna look, but after your reaction, I'm kind of wanting to know. Hold on, let me see.
Well, I guess it's one steel casing. All right. And we have, all right, so that's compressed obsidian.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad. But we're still going to need like a stack of steel casings. For which we're going to need a lot more titanium and refined steel. Just want to see if, nice, steel in the blast furnace is refined steel. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made the quest exactly how many you needed.
Nice. Did you fix the steel recipe, by the way?
Oh, and the infernal blast furnace?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
No. Put it back. Put it back.
Put it back. It's not fair.
Hey, to counteract that, you got the new wrought iron recipe, though.
Oh, yeah,
do
that's
we?
true. We don't need the bloomer anymore.
Oh, thank goodness.
We were trying to set that up, I think, Saturday, and he was like, you don't need a bottle. He was like,
Trying to figure out how to make steel. Let's see. I'm probably looking at the wrong steel ingot then. There we go. Okay, wrought iron ingot is... There's still a bloomery process. Oh, I see. Charcoal,
metallurgic infuser.
or coal, and iron dust. All right, that's not terrible.
Oh, we do compressed. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's the same as
Okay.
your metallurgic thingy.
Right.
The alloy.
Uses more charcoal, though. If I remember correctly, I set it to 40 carbon, so 2 charcoal or 4 coal.
Yeah, we'll probably just turn to carbon.
I'm going to make a bunch of iron dust.
Okay. We should probably teach it iron dust, to be honest.
We probably could.
I mean, go ahead and make a lot, but... So we need to change this to make it so it can accept both sides, can't we?
We're gonna have to do something with the metallurgic infuser
Alright,
to get
I
it
have an
automated.
idea.
So let's say we get 100 carbon from one of those compressed, and then the iron dust uses 40 carbon. Okay.
Get the recipes laid out as if you were putting into the same machine, same slot, and I'll get that fixed in a minute.
Okay. Well, let's see. I have to figure this out. So it's 5. So for every 2 of these, we're going to want 5 of these. So this should be the math. We'll see if I'm right. All right, so I'm requesting 60 steel casings.
Okay. Should work.
It should. It's working on the sheets of titanium at the moment. Which I'm guessing you have a rolling machine somewhere set up for that. You do. Good.
Yeah,
good,
that one's
good
basically
job.
whatever we need actively. So we change that.
Yeah, it's good. Leave it as is because, yeah. It's a good thing to have. So we've got a bunch of molten magnesium. I'm smelting down a bunch of rutile at the moment. Hopefully we'll balance out to a good amount of titanium even after we craft all this stuff. So reactor controller, reactor frame. How's our steel casing going? Almost there. So let's get our reactor frames going just for the time being. So we'll get as many of these as we can. So 24 is good for now. Reactor ports, we're going to want 2. We need more redstone and enriched alloy. Let's do this, -4. How's your fixing of this thing working out?
It might work now. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah.
Well, I had to craft
need to test
something,
it.
so I just did it manually.
That's fine.
So let's get one of these. Probably going to need a few of them. So get that process started. It'll take a minute. So how's our crafting status? It's still doing some sheets of titanium. That's okay. Can I get my reactor port? Not yet. So what's our status on CPU 1? Crafting some osmium. Okay. Back in a sec when all this crafting is done. All right, reactor ports, check. Then we're going to want laser focus matrix. How's this thing coming along? Almost there, just a few more. I'm gonna check on my titanium over here as well. Nice. That's empty, this is finishing up. Probably have a few extra molten impure titanium, which is cool. Unless, actually, that might balance out. That would be an awesome coincidence if it did. Nope. We still have quite a few. So it's going to be almost a stack that we're going to need, I want to say. Let's put this many in and we'll see if that works out. Come back, titanium. Probably going to want about 10 more of these. So we'll get that going, and while we're at it, reactor frames. That's why. I was gonna say. Nice. Almost there. We literally, I think, need one more of these, or does that count now? Oh, we're good. Reactor frames, nice. Laser focus matrix and reactor controller. We've almost got this thing ready to go, Soren.
Okay, nice.
put this here because for some reason that's working. All right, the last thing I need is a laser focus matrix. Which requires reactor glass, which is reactor frames. We'll do that and that. Sweet. All right, I think we're pretty close here, Soren.
Nice.
Put this away. Put these away. Let's, all right, where did you want to build this thing?
Downstairs, however, I think that pipe's gonna get in the way, isn't it?
Oh no, you tell me. We'll be back in a minute, guys. I want to be ready for this. All right, guys, so we've hit the wrapping up point for the episode, and it looks like there's a bit more involvement here to build this reactor. So what I'm going to do is wrap up here, come back next time, and we will build a fusion reactor from Mechanism, and that will be a cool quest objective completed. For now, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time to get this thing up and running. All right, guys, take it easy.